Good morning, traders. This is Brad Matheny. This is a Bitcoin update. Getting a very interesting rotation here. Let me spread this out and try to bring this to the front, which should be able to do like this. We are getting a very interesting rotation here. Bitcoin is moving into these rejected low areas. Remember, a lot of the times I'll talk about in my videos rejection. So let's talk about where rejection is. Price is trending downward, sets up a deep low, rejects off of this low. I'll try to change that color. And you see it held up for a while. Then you can see here rejection off of this high. So this has became a fairly tight range right here, guys, where we were looking for some sort of a breakout. And this falls back into Fibonacci price theory, indicating that price is always attempting to make new highs or lows. So these rejection points can also play important roles here. We would need to have gotten below this level rejection or this low to continue a downward trend, which we did right here. This was our downward trend, but we had this little false move here. So this indicated rejection right here, indicating that, hey, it got up, it tried to move higher, it failed. If it cannot move up and continue to take out new highs, it must then roll downward to continue to take out new lows, which it did. It broke this low and broke this low. So now we come over here. We take a look at this rejection. Very strong rejection, very strong rejection, very strong rejection, tight ranging right through here, tight ranging right in here, broke above that level here, really started to rally cleanly up into this area, ran into rejection here, clean, ran into rejection here, which could carry over to the right, and rejection here, then came down, rejected here, then came back up, rejected up in this area here and a little higher. So there's actually two rejection points right there, giving us very clean indication that this area was going to run into some sort of topping. That's one of the reasons why I indicated that, Bitcoin would likely roll downward. I didn't expect it to roll down this far, but whatever. So now you can see here this rejection and this rejection. And again, look at how it plays out. Look at how these rejection levels play out. Let's take a look here. So this level, did it have any forward rejection points? Not so much. Okay. So we'll leave this here. What about these levels here? So we have these levels down here as rejection points. And look, we're coming right down into those lows again, setting up key rejection back to the upside. Very solid, very likely going to try to move higher. Look at these levels. Rejection again, back in this area. Did it prove to be future rejection? Yeah, kind of it did right here and right here and right up over here. You can see here how these rejection points play a role in how I look at price trends. Okay, it's designed to really show you what price is doing. Price is the ultimate indicator. You don't really need Elliott wave and what have you. They can be helpful, they can provide you some guidance, but remember, price is really all about rejecting highs and lows and trying to make new highs and lows. It's really, price is only doing one of two things all the time. It's either rallying, trending. Let's rephrase that. It's either trending or it's flagging. That's it. There's really nothing else that price does. So at this point, I believe we're still flagging. I believe we have completed this move, A, B, C, D, deep low here at the D level. Need to get rid of all of these, but want to keep some. So we will keep that. We will get rid of these drawings going about rejection. And I just want you to see this rejection. The whole point about what I'm doing is I'm not really trying to lecture anybody or discuss, okay, get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of that. my concept being better than anybody's. My concepts come from many years of study and training and basically staring at charts, building systems. I've been doing that for over 25 years. And what I see in the charts with the research that I've done over the last 15 to 20 years is slightly different than most people. That's why my charts look different. Okay. And that's why I have normally all kinds of lines drawing all over the place. But what I want you to realize is ultimately what I'm trying to teach you is to use visual techniques to clue in on what's going to happen. So, where we're at with this move is we need to move back up into this flagging formation. This lower channel right here becomes very important, and what I would suggest we do is we move into this flagging formation over the next couple of days by rallying back up into this, call it 63, 64,000 area, coming back down here, trying to find support, and then moving through a flag and into a breakout range. And I believe that's the most logical thing for Bitcoin to do over the next week or so. Now, why is this range going to be so important? Well, I've highlighted this rejection area here. And then we technically have, if I can highlight this, Control CV, and come in here and drag this, we have this rejection range right down in here, which again can be found in this area. In this area, actually, it's a little higher. There we go. Rejection, 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 rejection. And you can see that it rolls right back over into this flag channel. So I believe we're going to move into a flag, which is going to be very similar to what I've drawn right here, possibly. And let me get rid of these. Possibly into either a tight flag or some sort of downward flag. Would not be too unusual to see price move into some sort of a downward flag like this, flagging out as I've drawn with the blue line, indicating some sideways consolidated apexing formation before attempting to rally. And looks like the rally is really going to take place between, let's call it the 20th and the 24th of August. So this area here is where I would expect Bitcoin to try to make a move, maybe into that area. And that means that you have a real strong potential between now and, call it Saturday, 16, 17, Friday, Saturday, to see from where we're at right now, see a 10, 11%, $6,000 rally, maybe. But by the time we hit $62,000, $63,000, you should be booking your profits, moving into this sideways channel, and waiting until around the 19th, 20th, 21st to potentially see a bigger breakout back up into the 70,000 range. So I think that Bitcoin ultimately, really, folks, is ultimately gonna try to mimic a move here, and I will show you cleanly. If we take a look at this low from 2024 January up to the rejection point here, I may have already done this, but yeah, maybe not. Come back to this low point here. We have a very solid 1 to 1.5 point uh, Fibonacci, 1 to 1.5, which is 100 to 150% challenge or opportunity to get into this 87,000 area that I'd marked earlier, up into this 103 area. That's $103,000, folks. And the 618 area, which is where we have to break, puts us at 70, let's call it 73,000, 74,000, 73 to 74,000. That is the resistance channel for Bitcoin, in my opinion. The big number, the make or break number, that's going to set up, and I believe hedge assets will rally. So I believe that you're going to get this number, and I believe you're going to get this number possibly way out into 2024, late 2024, 2025. It's not going to be, instant. It's going to take 6 to 12 months, but we're looking at $103,000, $104,000 Bitcoin price. And it's just going to have to move through the flagging, waving formations on up. Okay. So for all of you that are big into Bitcoin, we're moving into a very strong hedge asset and appreciation phase. And I think this is going to be a very solid double base moving into 2024 and 2025. So be aware. You're going to have a really good opportunity here and let's see if I can get the line tool back. And you're going to have a really good opportunity here for a 52% to 80% rally in Bitcoin. So hypothetically, a $30,000 to $46,000 rally over the next 12 plus months. Okay, guys, that's it for now.